What's going on, my dudes? This is Mr. Gardner and this is Math Time with Mr. G. We're going to learn how to graph quadratics using vertex form. So some quick reminders about what A, H, and K mean. A is going to be our rate of change. And if our A is greater than 1, that means that it is a stretch. If it's less than 1, it means it's a compress. Our equation for vertex form is K is our up and down, and it's what we think. H is our left and right, and it's opposite of what we think. A question that they can ask us is, what is the average rate of change between 1 and 3 for graph? So the first thing we do is we're going to graph this. So we're going to start with our vertex of going up 1 to the right 3. Now our rate of change is up 2 over 1. And because it's a U-shape, we have to do it in the opposite direction of up 2 over 1 to the left. So there is our parabola. So between the range of 1 and 3, this is always going to be in x terms. So what that means is we're going to go to 1, and my 1 goes up to 9. So if I were to plug in 1 in for x, I would get 9. And then if I were to plug in 3 for x, I would get 1. Then I take my slope equation, and I plug in the 2 points that we found, and then solve for the average rate of change. So the average rate of change for this parabola between 1 and 3 is 4. And the last thing we have to know is from 1 to 3, it is going down. So this would technically be -4 for that term because of reading from left to right, going from 9 down to 1. So what are the pros and cons of vertex form? The pros are it's a quick way to find the vertex and a quick way to find the axis of symmetry. And the con is that it is super slow to find y-intercepts and x-intercepts. And the last thing that vertex form does a really good job of is for word problems. When they ask us where is our highest point, that's just our vertex at the highest point. So if they gave us this equation and they say, hey, what is the highest point? We would just say our vertex is at 1, 2, and so the highest point is in 1 second at height of 2 feet. But if they said, what is the y-intercept of this, what we'd have to do is plug in 0 for x and then solve for y. That's a lot of work to find our y-intercept, but that's how you would do it. Alright, you guys, if you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section. But other than that, be kind to each other, ask lots of questions, and think deeply.